Wingard. Welcome to my channel. I'd like to let you guys know that I have no clue what I'm doing. I have no idea how to make videos. I have no idea how to build a van, but I'm going to try, and I'm going to bring you along with me. This is something that I did not want to do, but I've been kind of, I wouldn't say pressured, but I have enough people telling me to do it. I'm just going to try it and see how it works. So now I'm going to get into some of the reasons why I've chosen to change my whole life and move into a van. It all started when I was 24, 25. Bought a house like I was supposed to. Went to school like I was supposed to. Got a job like I was supposed to. But then when I got into it year after year after year, realizing that this stuff doesn't change. I thought I got better. Yeah, just crappy in the beginning when you first start a job, but it never got better. It's just the same. It's the same now. I got a little better job now because the owner actually cares, but it's still constantly working and not getting anywhere. And it's because of what I'm about to tell you, pretty much the whole reason why I've started this stuff. And it's so long and there's so many things I want to tell you about that I can't do it all at once. We'll be here for an hour, just me talking about this. I know some of y'all are wanting to see the van build and everything, so I'm going to make this short and sweet and kind of give you a little bit every time of why and kind of stack it up so you understand my whole thought pattern with it. But the beginning of it is really at the start of life. And I can tell you right now, I'm almost certain that the reason why they're all of a sudden changing this controversial ruling is because there are not enough kids being born, and if there's not enough kids being born, there's not enough people put into government indoctrination camps to eventually pay taxes. The reason why I have changed to living in a van, number one, is because I was born into a country that from the get-go trains you to be a well-behaved taxpayer. Alright, so this first part, going to kind of combine them because when I was doing this part, had made up my mind if I was going to actually make these videos or not, so I didn't really do a lot of video. But I did some towards the end when the pressure built, I guess you could say. But when we first got the van, it was kind of semi-built, had some things in it. We ripped all that out. I noticed a leak in the front. Pulled up some of they advertised it on the advertisement as a marble flooring, but it was just some styrofoam flooring, not styrofoam, but just real cushion flooring. When we pulled that up though, it was rust underneath it, so I ended up pulling up all of it, and the whole bottom of the van was rusted. So first two things I did was try to fix the leak. Everything I read was about put the tops on vans like this, that they have to cut the top of it off so there really is no top holding the windshield in, and they're right, and it's bondoed on there. The bondo was terrible, so I just kind of sanded it off and re-bondoed it. Just tell you right now, I put a lot of work and effort into it, and it didn't work. Still trying to figure out where the leak's coming from. But I can tell you that getting the rust off, that was a job. I only videoed a little bit of it, but it probably took me about 2 weeks to do the whole thing. And the last 2 days of it, I really found out kind of what to do. And if you got a really bad rust job, just spend the money and buy a grinder. Thanks to my stepdad who finally convinced me to do that. I probably could have done this in 2 weeks. I probably could have done it in 4 or 5 days with a grinder. But I did use a hand brush. Terrible. I did use sander. That worked if you want to go through hundreds and hundreds of sandpaper. But eventually, I got the grinder, grinded it down, worked freaking like a charm. And it was only $50. My recommendation is a grinder if you're trying to get rid of rust. I don't care how much rust it is. If it's rusted, it's hard to get off. But I went ahead and got it off. After that, then I kind of painted it with a Rust-Oleum. Everybody says to do that. There's hundreds of videos on why. But if you need me to explain it, let me know in the comments and I will sit down and explain it the best of my ability. But basically, you spray this on there and it prevents it from re-rusting. And that's what I did. And it worked out, turned pretty good. Ran out of the first one, so I had to go back and get some more. They didn't have the same color, so it kind of looks dumb, but I'm putting plywood on it, so you're not going to really see it. But it did pretty good, it looks good, and I'm happy with it. If you have any questions, leave some comments below, and I'll definitely answer for you. Oh yeah, like and subscribe. Apparently I'm supposed to say that too. Alright, and since this is the end, I'd like to tell y'all what's on my mind. And I'll leave you with this. We fought the Revolutionary War over a 3% tax.